Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get ready for another fantastic Deckosity YouTube video. Today, we are going to be talking about top 5 mages in Arena. Now, what are my credentials? I've hit Gladiator both times the last arenas were out, and I hit it on the PBE with like almost 7,000 points. I'm already out of breath because I was practicing basketball out here. Bear with me, please. I have quite the amount of time in this game mode, all right? Plus, I did a little research. I looked at the win rates and everything, so I'm gonna give you a very decently accurate top 5 list for you to choose from for either picking or banning. Number 5, one of my favorite champs of all time, Veigar, the tiny master of evil. Veigar absolutely loves so many of the augments in this game mode. The one that gives you a percentage boost to AP plus converting all AD into AP. That one's fantastic. You get the build Gunblade. Omnivamp Veigar, kinda based. Stackosaurus Rex. You can get his own damn passive, Phenomenal Evil. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Jeweled Gauntlet, making him an even bigger one-shot machine. Cooldown reduction so he can stack fast and just spam Event Horizon so the enemy never gets to move. And if they do get to move, they'll probably die anyway because all of his abilities do over 1,000 damage and they're on like a 1-second cooldown. He does have some weaknesses. This is why he's only number 5. There's a bug on me. Go figure, I'm outside. He is on the squishier side. That's to be expected. He is a mage, but the low mobility and the fact that his only stun is Event Horizon, which is a bit wonky to use. It is kind of easier for some opponents to get through, especially ones with blinks. If, say, someone gets like 100,000 stacks in Heartsteel, that's obviously an exaggeratory statement. It's more like 2,000, right, when they get the Steel of Heart quest or whatever. If they just run on the Veigar and one-shot him before he can really get going, you're done, basically. Stuff like Big Brain can actually circumvent this because, well, when you have almost 2,000 AP, Big Brain gives you quite a big shield. He loves pretty much all the different prismatic AP items, too. Even the lesser ones, like not Innervating Locket, the one that's like the Energize, I forget what it's called, and the Void Grubbling still work well with him because of his scaling and the fact that he can spam abilities so much. Obviously, if you get the Lantern or Innervating Locket, if I'm saying that correctly, then you're top 4ing pretty easily with that. Mind you, you're gonna want like a tank or maybe like a support to help you out, or just a fighter or bruiser to kind of draw aggro. You want someone to kind of go in for you so you can easily set up Event Horizon, or at least someone that can peel for you, right? Or just let you stand there and take damage. Number 4, Zyra, baby. The plant. That's actually why we're outside, because she's the plant woman. There's plants everywhere. Do you see that? You see all the green stuff? Dude, I'm so smart for that. I'm like an English teacher, basically. Zyra is pretty similar to Veigar in the fact that she has like a lot of zone control. Instead of Event Horizon, she has her E, which is like on a 2-second cooldown half the time because of all the cooldown augments and everything. The game mode kind of buffs her a little bit. She gets 2 little spawns on most of the maps. And by spawns, I mean like her seedlings are just like start on the map without her passive needing to go. And since these fights, she can kind of drag them out by running away, she can actually set up a bunch of seedlings, and now you have to deal with like 10 plants at the end of the round. If you don't jump her, but if you jump her, then you're getting hit by every single one of her abilities plus 2 or 3 buffed ultimate plants. She kind of puts herself in a win-win scenario most of the time. The only thing holding her back is the fact that, like Veigar, she is extremely squishy, and if you jump on her and manage to CC lock her while she's trying to do, like, she didn't get her full combo off, she's dead. Like, she's gone. Also, her abilities are somewhat easier to dodge than Veigar's, but she is more consistent than Veigar, if that makes sense. That's why her win rate's slightly higher. Well, her top 4 rate anyway. Number 3, Vladimir, this king of sucking red blood from people. He loves sucking so much. Now, Vladimir actually has a different weakness from the last 2 people, right? He does not have CC. He has slows, but they're not really that great. What he beats the other last 2 people is the fact that he scales with HP, so now he's tanky as hell, and he can go invulnerable. Vladimir does really well in this game mode because there's a lot of health stacking, there's a lot of AP stacking, and Vladimir gets to do both, and they help each other out, so he ends up with absolutely insane numbers by the mid to late game. His early game is where you can exploit him the most, obviously. I mean, that's just Vladimir, but thankfully, you get out of the early game pretty quickly in this game mode without actually dying. Very rarely do you see people dying on like round 6. I have seen, I think it's either 6 or 7. I forget when the earliest you can die. I've seen people die just like really quickly sometimes. I don't know how that happens. You have to lose like every single game in a row. But yeah, if you wanna win games, pick up Vlad. If you haven't played him ever, he actually is somewhat awkward, so I would learn him a little bit. I know he doesn't really have skill shots in the same sense Veigar and Zyra do, but the way he plays the E into W combo, when you want to use W, when you want to fully charge E, stuff like that, it does actually take some time to learning. He's not completely brain dead like most people would assume, considering the way he plays. Also, holding E, then flashing, pressing R immediately after the flash. Oh, it's so crisp, so delicious when you pull that stuff off. Number 2, baby, we got the fire, the hottest man on the rift, Brand, baby. We got Brand, one of my favorite champions because he's just such a classic mage. What does he do well? He does everything well except escape. He does tons of damage. He does tons of AoE damage. He does tons of percent HP damage. And with some of the augments, you can start critting people with your passive on top of Shadow Flame crits, and then just absolutely eviscerate people with like 1000 AP. Your passive proc does like 30% of their max HP. Tanks die to you quickly. Squishies die to you quickly. You have a spammable 2-second stun. He has it all. He has everything you'd want in a mage besides, I guess, an escape. But you don't even really need to escape because you're just chucking out pretty easy to hit skill shots, to be honest, except the stun, especially if there's a Karma running at Mach 5 with a shield that's 3 times the size of her HP. I hate Karma so much, man, in this game mode. I'll get to that when I talk about supports. Let me know in the comments, by the way, before we get to number 1, if I should do more of these kinds of videos, if you like the outside environment where I'm very animated and talking through this amazing microphone that I bought off Amazon for like $100, not even. And make sure to like and subscribe too, because I need around 400 more subs to get monetized. I would really appreciate that if you guys did that so I could make this a full-time job or at least, you know, make some money. I need help. Also, one more, I guess, point for Brand being number 2 is his ult's very easy to get multiple procs out of because the maps are so small. And also, you're way more likely to hit your passive on someone else, like, you know, the passive that blows up and then hits the other guy because the map's so small again. He just works very well in this mode. Number 1 for Arena, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, she has a 60.2% win rate. At least as the time of recording this video. I don't even know if you want to counter as a mage. I'm going to, because all I ever see her is building full AP, or at least like Vladimir items. I count that as full AP just because an item has 400 HP on top of the AP. I'm not, you know, like, you're a bozo if you think that's anything else, all right? Dakota, she's actually a battle mage. I don't want to hear it, all right? And no, I'm not talking about Swain. Swain's an honorable mention. He's cool too. He's actually probably better than Vladimir now that I think about it. But screw him. I'm done talking about Swain. I never see him in my games because people constantly ban him. We're talking about Lilia. All right, she does percent HP damage, I think. I'm pretty sure. I can never remember whether or not her passive does that. I'm pretty sure. So she could deal with tanks pretty well. She does consistent AP damage, bursts of AP damage, mind you. She has an ability to actually go into full-on long-range poke mode with her E. She can get in there and get scrappy and still do tons of damage. And you can't catch her because this game mode gives you 1,000 goddamn movement speed. So she's running around at Mach 5, hitting you with bursts of just giant AP damage. And you're sitting there like, what am I supposed to do versus this thing? I can't hit her with anything. Even if I stun her, oh, then she gets combo breaked, runs right out. Zonya's, you know, it's crazy. She is the highest win rate, I think, at all in the game mode currently as the time of recording of this video. I doubt they're gonna nerf it either. They haven't nerfed Kayn since like the beginning of Arena in general, and I've been abusing the hell out of that. You should check out my YouTube channel, you know, the one that you're on right now, not the old one. That one got demonetized. I hate you YouTube so much. Just kidding. Please put this in the algorithm. Anyway, that is the top 5 League of Legends mages for Arena game mode tier list currently. I'll do another one when I feel like it. Please let me know. Another class, like, vote in the comments. Just write down, you know, please give me this class, talk about this class, please. And let me know your thoughts. Did I get something wrong? Am I stupid? Am I a dumb idiot? Should I have bought Nashor's Tooth? Should I have bought Nashor's Tooth? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, I'm City Live. Yet again, this is the third outro in this video. I love you. You're fantastic for watching till the end. And I'm gonna go practice some basketball after editing this video. Peace!
I'm begging you, please. No!